Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vesever Storytime. How are you all doing today? We're going to be going back into the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. We are on Act 4, so this is a fresh start of Act 4. We stopped right at the end of Act 3 the other day. So it seems like we're getting about through an act and a half each day. So depending how this goes, we might end up finishing it today. We'll see how this goes. But because I'm so excited, let's just hop right in. Wait, did she just throw something at me? Sorry, I'm watching it in the background, and Jaya's sitting there. Okay, so let's see. Act progress 0%. Overall progress 65%. We're doing well. That feels weird though. We're on Act 4. We've gone through 3 acts and it's only 65% overall progress. Still 200. Oh gosh. Well, it's because there's still so many responses.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night,
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home,
David is my husband.
all on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get the steak
Okay.
over and over,
Hilda,
I black
I
out,
don't think she's got long.
and Laurie just
naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Okay, so it's the same opener each
Hunts.
time.
I can change my skin.
Then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
Oh.
I had a hot date
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
on
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
Exactly.
He was
Two.
preoccupied with finding
Photographs,
patterns.
rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden.
I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it. There's
No.
someone else in my hour.
Brought
Okay.
David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
I'm not broke.
It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Okay, so I like that. Okay. I thought it was just that one flash right in the beginning and then that was it. So that was going to be the same every time. But that it gives a recap with each act, it's very helpful for kind of remembering, okay, so what exactly happened in that last act? Ah, yes, I got it. Cool. All right. So let's see here. Our patients today, we have Glenn, Scarlett, Jaya. Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Oh, wait, we have notes. What dream was that? I think I should tell all the patients I can stop their problems. Perhaps I should avoid her till later. Intriguing. Okay, so let's do her last then. Oh, so we'll start with Nathan. Our typical hellos.
I'm feeling good. I ran into one of your other patients. Mariana.
Better not have kissed her.
She's beautiful. I think we might go on a date.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nope. Sorry.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh, right, we got some additional notes. Or not notes, clues. Okay. We did the older refill. We did the resignation, did the arrest, crimes report, toxicology report. That's new. Okay. Regional Laboratory Services Toxicology Analysis report by J.M. Clausen. Name Dr. Dekker, sex male, tox, blah, 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 blah. So, blood. Alcohol, ethanol is positive. Acetone, propyl, methanol. So, he had ethanol in his body. Drugs. He was positive for benzos. Ah, intriguing. Now, the real question is who has access to that? Which is leading me to believe our angel of death, Elin, This might be the killer. Loan agreement. Loan amount £15,000. Arrangement fee £1. Interest amount 0%? 36 months? By signing this agreement, the borrower agrees to accept the sum of the loan amount and to repay the loan amount in full within the term stated. The sum of the loan will be transferred by the lender into an account designated by the borrower within 14 days of signing the agreement. Okay. That the loan shall attract no interest, and in lieu of accruing interest, the lender has agreed to the payment of the arrangement fee, which is due before transfer of the loan amount of £1. Okay. The lender also agrees to consider the loan repaid in full should they die or become subject to any power of attorney agreement as long as this event occurs within the term of the agreement. Borrower's signature, Mariana. Well, that gives her motive then. So he gave her £15,000. And it's considered paid off because he's dead. Alright, well that definitely gives her a heavy motive. Have a look at this toxicology report.
Temazepam is the same sleeping pill Dr. Dekker prescribed me. Why would he mix those with alcohol? People are such idiots. Which reminds me, that truck driver died.
He says, what the Phantom Menace is going on here? Well, I'll tell you what. We're trying to find a killer. Poor Dr. Dekker is dead. Okay, he said... Oh, is that... Oh, Temazepam. Okay, gotcha. So we get to go through this game, asking questions. Trying to figure things out. And we're on Act 4 right now of, I think, 5 acts. I'm not 100% sure. One of the things I love that they added in at a later point, this wasn't here at release, is I could just hit this down arrow and there's some questions here that you could just do. So this way you have pointed questions to get through at least enough to go on to the next person if you want. That's beautiful. I was watching a YouTube video of someone just because I want to see if there's a scene that I missed. And that wasn't there. Everything had to be thought of yourself. I was sitting there going, oh man, I would be so lost so much in this. And then they also have a very generous hint system. So you can continually type hint as it says up here. And there's no detriments to it. There's just a minimum 30-second cooldown, which that's fine. And because I've been so intrigued by all these patients here, I've been doing what's called a green dot run, where you're finding out every single thing about everyone. You could just go for amber or yellow dots. You found the key points and you can move along, which would make things a lot faster. Where's the fun in that? Always do that in games like this. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, sometimes in some FMV games, you know, you get the gist of it and you don't really care too much. So you go do a couple things and then that's it. The biggest thing that will make me not do it is if I cannot skip. Drives me nutty when you're stuck watching these big long 5-minute cutscenes, doing choice, another cutscene, and then okay, cool. Well, now I want to play it again and go down a different path. Oh, I can't skip. Well, forget that. I don't want to be spending another hour going through things I've already seen. Just see like one cutscene extra. No. Sherlock Holmes games. I haven't played any of those myself. What do you know about Dekker's drinking habits?
Alcohol isn't something I usually notice on people until they're slurring and weaving around. Was Dr. Dekker an alcoholic? Probably. I never saw him drink, though.
So you wouldn't know. How have you been, Silent Storm? What you been up to of late? Yeah, which truck driver?
The truck driver that ran into Hannah. He was divorced, apparently. He killed himself. He mixed sleeping pills with alcohol, too. but he died in his garage.
Ah. I mean, that's... How did he die in his garage? Think about it.
I read it in the paper. He'd been drinking. Then he took the sleeping pills. Then he went into his garage and put the hose pipe through his window. Not until he put his daughter in the seat first.
Oh, come on. You like them? They're really interesting. Oh, interesting. Ah, Remnant. I've actually recently been starting to play that as well when this last sale that went on, especially because the DLC came out. I've been playing with a friend, Mock Omega, as well as a little bit with Bait and Bait Sauce and Slenderman. That's been kind of fun. Did the truck driver's daughter die as well?
It's one of those newspaper stories you read and you hope it says he leaves behind his wife and 7-year-old daughter. But his daughter was in the car. Do you know, I wrote him a letter.
Yeah. I hate that so much. I hate reading stories about people. Like, it's sad enough when somebody wants to commit suicide. But then when they take their whole family with them, I mean, it sucks so much. The kid has no choice in the matter. In fact, they're like dragged along by the parent. It's just insanity points indeed. Tell me about the letter.
Dr. Dekker told me one of the ways to get through my grief would be to write a letter to the truck driver. I tried to forgive him. I know it was my fault. But the thing that made me feel best was blaming him.
Oh no.
I think maybe he killed himself because of me. Do you think I'm to blame, Doctor?
Oh, Danny, help me, please. Help. Help. They're laying heavy shit on me right in the beginning here. Guy goes commits suicide and puts his 7-year-old daughter in the back so she'll die with him. Now this guy's saying, yeah, I think he committed suicide because I wrote him a letter saying I blamed him for hitting the car and killing Hannah, even though he was the one who pulled out in front. So, would he be to blame for this suicide? Sending the letter. The letter... Okay, I hope just remember. Well, Danny, what do you think? You just hit somebody and killed someone with your car. You were driving down the road and then they suddenly pulled up in front of you and you didn't have time to brake. It just slammed right into them and you killed someone. You now have to live with that thought, knowing that you did kill someone. Then you get a letter from the one survivor of that car crash, blaming you, saying that if you hadn't been driving, none of this would have happened. It's all your fault. Then you commit suicide. Will that letter be what pushes you over the edge to commit suicide? Because obviously you'd probably be ridden with guilt as it is. I think the green couch did it. They love jumping around on this green couch though. So I'm trying to talk to him. It's like, do I think that his letter may have pushed that guy over the edge? And it's hard because you can't say for certain that that was what it is. And as a psychiatrist, I'm going to assume I probably shouldn't be saying that he's to blame. It's like, no, it's okay. He would have been upset about it. It wouldn't have helped, but it probably wouldn't, because we don't want to add additional guilt considering he's already having psychological problems. So we're going to go, no, you're not to blame.
His daughter's picture was in the paper. Molly.
Yeah, and it's looking like this is a thing for him, is he does feel guilty about sending that letter. So if I then continue the cycle, he blamed the driver, now he feels guilty, and if I blame him, what might he do? Guilt, as you say, Danny, guilt can push people. So I think keep it safe.
Ever since I saw a picture in the paper, I've started thinking I could see her. Out of the corner of my eye. Like she's watching me.
Oh God.
Crazy, right?
Hi, Molly. This is what happens when we start to go insane. We're seeing things. I like that we're going a little bit insane. I'll say no this. Working on a new emo. Oh, that's exciting. I do have that extra slot yet right now. I haven't thought of exactly what we are going to be putting in there quite yet. So this could be the first one of your emos that gets to be brought forth in one of my T1 slots. The other ones are hidden behind T3 subs and bits emotes. Still need to ask you about Dekker.
What are you trying to do most? Cure his patients or find out who killed him?
That is a very good point. I want to cure his patients.
It's been nice chatting with you. Don't get me wrong. But I can't help but feel you're mainly interested in finding out about the old doctor. I suppose you already know Dr. Dekker thought one of his patients was trying to kill him.
Why did Dr. Dekker think a patient was trying to kill? Oh, so he thought that too, eh?
He told me in one of our sessions, which was later rewound, that someone had been leaving him messages on his prescription pad. Not good messages.
What sort of messages?
He didn't tell me anything specifically. Just death threats. It was one of his many rants. I just sat there quietly, hoping he wasn't going to try and hypnotize me again. I asked him if it was a boy or a girl's handwriting. He said he knew who it was, and that they'd be in trouble. I think he was bluffing.
Interesting. Tell me about your referral.
My solicitors assured me that I wouldn't have to discuss anything about my trial with you, so I'm not going to. Concentrate on my state of mind, and let me worry about other things.
Let's talk about Mariana.
I can't really explain it, but she seems like such a friendly person. I think the police are barking up the wrong tree.
Police? What the police got to do? I know she mentioned that earlier, but we just assumed it's from the public nudity.
I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl anyway.
Tell me more! I could stop you reliving days.
Please do. I wish I could believe you.
I have a feeling like I'm going to need to talk to Mariana before doing more hints with Nathan, but we'll do some hints still first. Dekker bluffing.
I don't think he knew who was behind the death threats, or he'd have stopped it.
I mean, that's very true. Possibly, maybe. Wrong girl?
Haven't got a clue. Sorry. I think I've probably said too much. It's probably not the same girl anyway.
Not same girl.
Read the papers, Doctor. I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing people, dead bodies. The police are looking for a redhead, apparently.
Ooh, interesting. Said too much. Okay. Ooh, save Molly. That's a good question. How guilty
Yeah.
is he?
Save Molly. As if that wasn't one of those days that just moved into the next one. Read the papers, Doctor. I don't, but people at work talk about it. Missing...
Redhead?
Sometimes I wonder where you're going.
Missing people?
Work with me, Doctor.
Versus. Should I tell him to stay away from Mariana? Yes. Stay away from Mariana.
What's wrong with Mariana? Wait, don't answer that. I'll let you know.
What do you mean you'll let me know? No! No! Alright, Mariana. I don't trust her.
I feel thirsty, Doctor. And hot. Do you have any water?
Okay. Sure. Oh, do I not get choice? Yes, here is some water.
I've been drinking a lot of water recently. I didn't go to the beach. I didn't go to the sea. I said I would, but I didn't. I've been feeling this way for a while. It's like it's getting worse because I didn't go to the sea. It's like I'm having...
I'm sorry, I'm not concentrating. All I'm thinking about is that chocolate brownie made with the lashes. Oh, man. I actually need to make more. I need to make more. Unfortunately, I need more icing sugar. I don't have any more. Because the icing that I put on top of that brownie requires icing sugar to go with the cocoa powder. But yeah, oh. And, oh, man. Okay, people rave about the nice crispier edges of brownies, right? When you fresh bake them, you like that those corner pieces. Cooking stream, oh gosh. I mean, I could technically. It's stupid easy. This recipe, oh gosh, is it ever stupid easy? But it tastes so good. But the problem is, I use a webcam. I don't have an actual camera. I mean, I guess. Have to find some way to do it with my phone, maybe. Then how would I? I've got laptops. Could do some, have that for reading off in the corner or something. Maybe I should look into that. I mean, I guess I'm a little. My kitchen looks like crap. It's not the best looking kitchen, so I'm sitting there going. That's the main reason. That and when I stream is when the kids are in bed upstairs. So I worry about being too loud at that point. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, Kate, welcome. Thank you very much for that lurk. Yeah, for tape the phone too. Oh, we'll have Cloverfield footage time. That'd be great. We'll just running through the house. Oh gosh. Where's the cocoa butter? Not butter. Cocoa powder. Go down like we fall down. Oh no, the butter! It's melting. No. Yes, it's some good times. Ooh, do you take temazepam?
What's temazepam? Why are you asking?
Day tripper. 8 hours played. Yeah, boy. No, don't tell her that's what was found. You fool. Dramatic baking 101. Oh man, imagine if I could do the cuts. If I could do some cuts. Throw the egg. Cut to the other side, egg smashing into the bowl. Yolk everywhere. How are you getting worse?
I don't feel well. I feel sick most of the time, dizzy, thirsty. I got a head fog like you wouldn't believe. My doctor, Dr. Rose, sent me for blood tests.
Yeah, I'm getting like achievements up the wazoo now. 750 responses. Wow. What are the blood tests for?
Dr. Rose thinks maybe I have a vitamin deficiency. I can tell she has no idea. She smiles, but she hasn't got any answers. I think I probably need to go back to the beach. The sea, Doctor. It's calling me.
Anyways, as I was saying about... Oh, see, I did give her a glass of water. Good. So as I was saying about the brownie. people love those outside. So yeah, what I did, because in the pan that I bake it in, it's just a little bit too big for the container that I store it in to keep it airtight and nice and moist. So what I do is I put that container over top, and then I cut. It turns out I cut around just like the edges, so there's about this thickness. So it's all that hard, crispy goodness. And then that's what I broke up to put as the nice bits broken over top of the brownie. Oh man. I see is calling you.
This sounds crazy, but I can hear the sea. It's like an alarm going off in my head. Do you know where the sea is from here? It's over there. Wherever I am, I know exactly where the sea is. It's like a compass.
She's a mermaid. Avio, you need to get better headphones. I know that problem oh so well. I was using these for the longest time. Megalodon. Razer Megalodon 7.1 surround sound. Of course, it's not real surround sound, it's virtual. But the mic was getting crackly, and I just found the sound was starting to be a little softer. I upgraded to the Sennheiser 598C, I think it was. Oh lord, the difference. The freaking difference of sound quality. Plenty of them, but don't know where they are. Ooh. I mean, there's a difference between serviceable headphones and headphones that sound okay, but when you actually decide to splurge on headphones and get something with like really good sound quality, like the spatial sounds with a good proper stereo set is beautiful. Let's see. What does the alarm sound like?
I hear a sound like singing, calling me. It gets stronger when I face it, when I move towards it. That's how I know where the sea is.
Interesting.
But when I don't go to the sea, I feel like the sound gets louder all the time. I'm having trouble sleeping. Perhaps I need sleeping tablets after all.
Oh boy. You talk about the beach a lot.
I have this recurring dream. I'm at the beach. I strip and walk into the sea. The sea feels warm and comforting. Not cold and harsh like you'd think. I swim down to the bottom of the ocean. I can breathe freely. I can breathe water. On the ocean floor ahead of me, there's a beautiful creature.
Oh, I know if
A
you know.
glowing being with wispy limbs.
No! Not Cthulhu!
It's so warm. I'm transfixed. But my feet shift. I'm unsteady. Below me, the floor is woven in human flesh. Dead bodies, but some of them still struggling for life. These are the ones touching me, gripping my feet. I scream. That's when I wake up. Do you have that dream, Doctor?
No? Do you know what else is too low? Your self-confidence? Well, all you need is to become an alcoholic, apparently, and to see a psychologist. Goodness gracious. Things are getting so weird. No, I don't have that dream.
It's horrific and beautiful at the same time.
I kind of want to feed into their stuff just to see how crazy I can become. But at the same time, I want to see if I can get them better. What's the glowing being?
It's a dream, Doctor. Stranger things happen in dreams.
Yeah, she doesn't care about me focusing on that. Mazepin was found in his
I
blood.
don't take sleeping pills. Never have done. When you suffer blackouts already, you don't really get offered anything like that.
Has anyone else followed you?
Do you forget anything from our sessions, Doctor? People follow me to the beach. I don't know who they are, and I don't know what happens to them. I don't always get followed, though, so it doesn't explain my blackouts.
What happens to your followers?
I said I don't know what happens to them. It's not always to the beach. Sometimes they follow me home.
Yes, we went through that already. Where is home for you?
My home is in Chantry. You know that. You rang my doorbell last night.
No. Why would I come to your house?
I don't know. I didn't kiss you, but you just followed me, like the others. I don't feel comfortable here, Doctor. I'd like to leave.
No, we're not done yet. Was Dekker an alcoholic?
I've seen Dr. Dekker drink, but not that much. Certainly not during our sessions. He had other things on his mind, I'm sure.
Like what? Did he lend you money?
He lent me some money to start my business.
Yes, the online
It
business.
was a proper agreement. I remember signing things. He thought that a distraction would do me good. I don't think he expected me to trawl the beach for treasure and sell it online.
Yeah, he's probably like, what kind of investment is that? What did you need the distraction for?
Dr. Dekker thought I had too much time on my hands, so a distraction would do me good. He lent me 15,000, all in all.
Oh wow, look at all this. You know, I never rang your doorbell.
If you say so, it must have been your twin then.
So then why didn't you let me in? My twin?
I don't know if I have a twin. Do you have a twin, Doctor?
No?
I know you don't. It was definitely you, wearing what you're wearing now.
What? Dekker's loan, I should take a look at the contract, but I did. It's a really weird contract. Tell me about your referral letter.
It's a referral letter, Doctor. Don't overthink it. A girl can't be too careful with everything that's been going on.
But I need to know. Have you been dancing recently?
No. There's been no dancing. I haven't been feeling that well, Doctor.
Has Nathan spoken to you?
He's the cute, sad-looking one, isn't he? He asked me out, and I said I'd let him know. Do you think I should go out with him?
No. No, don't go out with Nathan.
Doctor, I didn't take you for the jealous type. Are you feeling a bit jealous?
No! I know what's wrong with both of you. Don't do it. No, I'm not jealous.
That answer would have a lot more weight if you stopped coming round my house.
God. Ah! I can stop you having blackouts.
You said it with such a serious look on your face, I almost believed you. It would be good if you had some kind of superpower that helped me, but I don't think so.
That's a good point. Where's bait sauce? I don't know. I know I saw him around earlier today in some other streams. Could be working late. Sometimes he has some later hours. I don't know. a big power is this whole psychokinetic bit, and what you believe becomes real. So if I can get them all believing that I can help them, I think that just might be the key, what I need. Did you use Dekker's money for?
Mainly rent.
Gee, thank you. Thank you for that lovely.
You said it.
Why don't you believe me?
No.
Okay. You can't even hear me. Oh, that's disappointing. I have a superpower.
Wow. Are you trying to scare me? I'm not sure that's a good idea, Doctor.
It is the bait sauce. Hello, bait sauce. Can you hear me perfectly fine? I think Danny was able to hear me all right. Just want to make sure it's just Fino's headphones and not a stream. Fino was looking for you, bait. Yes. Shoot, I'm sorry, Danny. I gave you away. I know you said you wanted to lie in wait, hidden for when bait sauce arrived. Sorry, I ruined it. A business. Ah, yes.
I'm sure you've asked me this before. I sell necklaces made from things I found on the beach.
Oh, Ice Center to the Shadow Realm. Danny, you activated Bates' trap card. He knew with your self-confidence you would just go blundering forward, without a care for your surroundings. I've always been a trap. Go ahead. Wait, you always hear about effeminate men or so on being traps. So what does that mean if it's a very manly man being a trap? Can that be? What would it mean? Confused. You fixed. Excellent. Me and my over IQ. Oh dear. Yes. Death clause loan agreement.
He wanted a clause in our loan agreement that said I didn't have to pay him in the event that he died. He wasn't expecting to die, he was just concerned my anxiety would get worse, wondering what it would mean if he did.
That makes no sense. Why would he die?
I don't know.
What's like a compass?
I know where the sea is. Wherever I am. I'm an Aquarius, maybe this is a water bearer thing.
Tee. Inquisitive. Traps internet terms are little dudes dressing as women to essentially trap a dude into thinking they're lady. Yes, I know that one. Okay, I guess the trap is for that specific term and there can't be a manly man trap. Don't know if the earphones don't work well because they're cheap or your phone is half broken. That's a good question. It could be a wide range of things. Way too obscure. Now you piqued my interest. And Bait, I was in several streams with you today, and I was pleased to notice that because I didn't speak up, like Crazy didn't log off, nobody logged off right away. So I was able to lurk in peace. It was great. No streams just ended. Do you think anxiety is causing your symptoms? Whoa.
Yeah, I'm anxious about being ill.
This is why, when I was trained in Games Workshop on being on the sales shop, heck, all my customer service skills, chapters, Games Workshop, whatever, you try not to ask yes/no questions, because you get stupid crap like that. It's like yes, no, and you can't, and then you're stuck asking more and more. Whereas if you ask open-ended questions, like why do you think anxiety is causing your symptoms? Then they have to explain and offer more information besides that, yes, I think it's causing my problems. As if she has daddy issues. All right, just for you. Do you have daddy issues?
Ask me something else.
She refuses to answer. Does Bait talk about you affectionately when you're not around? You got Danny message, my top is off. Wait. I got Danny message, my top is off. Now, is that you messaging her that your top is off, or she's messaging you that her top is off? Because there was that whole thing about Danny showing nips to people, apparently, that I never got around to asking about. She said, I forgot about that until this moment, when you said that. Refusing to answer the way to say that she has. It could be. Yeah. Why are you dreaming about dead bodies?
I do nothing. People follow me. I don't ask them to.
Wait, and then there's that drawing about the gamer nips in Trig's Discord as well. Huh. I think we've got our own additional little mystery going on here. I have to start sending some of these questions over to Danny. I'll be like, ask question, and then I'll send another message. They'll just say hint. So Danny, what do I say next? What do I ask next? To get more information from you. Hint. Oh, perhaps I should have. Oh, she's green. Hello.
Hilda died last night. I was there.
Why are you happy
Well,
about this?
I was there as her daughter. It was nice. She had a good death. She got to say what she wanted to say.
It's because you have the nipple pierced, that's why. So has that come out in conversation, just randomly, like, hey, Trigger, guess what, I've got pierced. And then he's like, ooh, and that's why he's so titillated by it. Get it? Titillated nipples. Anyways, just an old lady that did the piercing. That means they'd have all the experience, right? They've been doing that job for a while. They can do it right. Yeah, what's a good death?
Hilda was Hilda to the end. I was the doting daughter. Don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I love you, Mum. Then Hilda, with almost her last breath, looks me straight in the eye and says, "Don't let them take Amelia."
Intriguing. Yeah, who is Amelia? Do you still think about Dekker?
I think of Dr. Dekker every time one of my patients dies. It makes me remember how he didn't care about his mum. He was a good therapist. He was a lousy son.
Intriguing. Why was he a lousy son?
I was angry at Dr. Dekker. Hilda's daughter, she's in Australia, so fair enough. Maybe she really couldn't get over to see her. But Dr. Dekker's mum was dying literally on the other side of town, and he just couldn't be bothered.
That's fair. Yep.
I shifted for her. But in a way, I wish I hadn't. because it let Dr. Dekker off the hook, you know? I didn't realise how little he cared until I told him the news.
And he's like, eh. Did he ever drink alcohol?
Dr. Dekker drank a bit. I didn't say anything about it, but well, it's not very professional, is it? I mean, it's not like he was drunk. It must be very stressful being a therapist. Do you find it stressful, Doctor?
Yes. Yes, it's stressful.
I can tell just by looking at you. This job has really taken its toll on you.
We just started. Do you have access to sleeping pills?
Most people have taken sleeping pills at some time or another, haven't they? It's probably quite easy to get hold of them. Although, I have to get a doctor to sign a prescription if I need any at work. It's probably the same for Jaya.
Say what now? Tell me about Jay.
Jaya seems really nice. I don't know why she'd want to work in a place like this.
Ever taken sleeping pills? I've taken some melatonin, but that's about it. Just to help re-regulate when my sleeping pattern should be. Because I've let it slide, and then I'll stay up till like 3 a.m. and get up at 7, and it's just a terrible, terrible thing. And then I just can't get myself to go to bed properly at around 11. So then take some melatonin earlier just to help get that melatonin in the body sooner, to tell yourself that, yeah, no, you do need to sleep. And then that. But I haven't actually taken anything out, though. I've seen videos about this. Now she will offer herself to relax you. Oh, dear. Ellen? Excuse me, I don't think she will. She's been... Of anyone, Marianne is the one who would be doing that.
I just mean...
Ellen's very proper.
Get all these weird people coming here. I mean, I've met some of them out in the waiting room. I know they're just people, but a couple of them have seriously given me the creeps.
It's funny because she really noted. She really thinks she's completely normal. Yeah, who gives you the creeps? Is it Claire? Yeah, I could speak Claire.
And she's a slightly older one, isn't she? Always well dressed? Yes, her. I'm pretty good at picking up on people's energy, and hers is bleak.
Well, she murdered her husband.
Actually, I think I sort of know her. I saw something in the news about her. Claire Castleford, isn't it? Apparently, she attacked her husband or something. It's funny, because about a week or so after I read that, we had a David Castleford come in to visit his aunt. I think she was with him. I wonder if it's the same person.
So she brought him somewhere. Glad I'm working my way up. Literally still up 5 on 3 hours? Jeez. Danny. I was about 5 hours usually. It was starting to get worse before I started taking melatonin. I don't take it every day, just when I notice I'm starting to slide again, I'll do it to help me go to bed earlier. Why all these games are British? Because they're the only ones who think of making things like this. When you look at American companies, they're very capitalist, always want to make sure, okay, what's the top dollar? Gotta make sure that it appeals to as general masses as possible. FMV games like this are for a very specific niche. They're not necessarily mass market, I'd say. Did you have a referral letter to see Dr. Dekker?
I referred myself because of Dr. Dekker's mother. Was I supposed to have a letter?
How's Terry?
Terry hasn't been into work for a few days. I hope there's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah, I bet you hope. Who is Amelia?
Amelia's Hilda's doll. She used to have about 9 or 10 of them, all glassy-eyed and creepy looking, with frilly dresses and curls. All over her room they were. In the end, we had to get rid of them. They weren't very hygienic. But we let her keep one, and that was Amelia.
Why wouldn't she want them to take Amelia? What happened to Hilda's doll?
I'm keeping her safe until I can pass her on to Hilda's daughter. Maybe she'll fly over for the funeral. I don't know. Are you okay, Doctor? You look a bit pale.
Okay, I'm not sure why I'd be that pale. Did Dr. Dekker know you could shift?
Yes, I told Dr. Dekker. Most other people wouldn't have believed me, but he did. In fact, he cared far more about the shifting than he did about his mum dying.
Believable. Did you ever try shifting for Dr. Dekker?
Yes, once.
Did
I
it
wanted
work?
to show him what I could do so he could see for himself. I took his hand, I told him to think of a loved one, and then there was nothing. I mean, literally nothing, just an empty void.
He loved no one.
The only thing I could feel was his hand holding mine. I'm pretty sure without that I'm not sure I could have made it back.
Why do you think Dr. Dekker didn't care about his mum?
For a moment, I thought he might cry. Just for a split second. But he didn't. He just carried on with our session. I wish I knew what went on there. Jaya probably knows. She spent quite a long time with Sarah when she visited.
Yeah, it's looking like Jay is going to be a pivotal point in this. Are you just pretending to care about Terry?
Terry and I are never going to be best friends, but I wouldn't wish her ill.
Have a look at this photo Claire gave me.
That's a picture of David, isn't it? David Castleford? Claire's husband.
I mean, I don't think she gave me a photo yet, so... whatever. I can stop you shifting.
You've never seen me angry, have you, Doctor? Don't say things like that when you don't mean them. It causes upset.
Ooh, she doesn't like that. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold Bates' hand. But he hates me. I hate everything about you. Why do you? Yes. Do you think Nathan is creepy? Oh,
I don't know
so
who Nathan
creepy. You don't know who Nathan is? Okay then. Do you think Bryce is creepy?
Bryce? I'm not sure who that is.
So yeah, it's pretty much you going through everybody. Do you think Mariana is creepy?
I don't think I know her.
Do you think Jaya is creepy? No, okay. Could have been neighbors or married if I moved to Yellowknife. I mean, couldn't that technically be the case with many people? Well, dinner rolls bread cake would have never. Wait, what? What? Cake is so different. Was Dekker near death when you shifted?
I thought about that a lot, because shifting is only supposed to work on people who are dying. But Dr. Dekker was near death. Just because no one knew it doesn't mean it's not the truth. It kind of gets you thinking about destiny and fate and everything like that.
Be a good wife to you, I swear on me, ma'am. Doesn't call the cobs. Oh, Vito, I don't know. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Do you think I'm a good person, Doctor?
What? No, you are not a good person.
Really? You think I'm bad? I don't know how you could think that.
Because you like pineapple on pizza.
I don't know anything about that.
She's acting all coy, like, no, I don't know. You believe in love after love.
My mum's a big believer in fate. I'm not so sure. I mean, what about free will? If everything is fated to happen, then we're just machines carrying out commands. Maybe fate does have a plan for everyone, but who says we have to play along?
What is a cob? I mean, I know corn on the cob. What upset did I cause? Ooh.
Shifting is what I'm supposed to do. It's what makes me special. I know I've had a few bad experiences, but there's no way I'm going to stop shifting.
Dinner roll, or bread roll as we call it, within Brisbane. Bread cake. I just call them buns. I mean, I have heard them called dinner rolls or bread rolls, so I understand what we mean, but a bread cake, cob, fluffy white things. What are we talking about now? I'm just so confused. Why would you want to shift at the werk?
I only shift when I want to. It doesn't happen on its own. I have to will it.
I gotta say, I suppose that is one benefit of meeting a lot of people in the EU through Twitch here. I'm learning so many different words for things. So many. What bad experiences has she had?
I become what people want to see. But some people, they're not right in the head. They make me turn into horrible things.
Like what?
That's why I won't shift for anyone with mental problems anymore.
Like what? I want to know. Yeah, what sort of horrible things? We're talking like
One
nudies?
guy, a patient, he used to have night terrors. An 80-year-old man screaming and kicking in his sleep. When I shifted for him, I don't know who I became, but as soon as he saw me, he was terrified. And when I looked down, I didn't have any legs, just bits of them.
I see. You know, you'd have to be daft to know what daft means. See what I did there? Hello.
There's no lake house today, sorry. David's not doing very well.
You
He's
promised
caused the
me.
problem with the girl. I need to do something.
You promised me, Claire. David's obviously not real. Why is there no lake house today?
David hasn't been well. Otherwise, I'd taken you. Shall I bring him to you next time?
Oh, she messed up her words there. Yes, bring David to me next
Next time, then. Although it will have to be just you here, and late at night. I can't have anyone else see him.
You remember the photo?
Oh, yes, here.
Yeah, okay. Oops.
From a few weeks ago. As you can see, Doctor, he looks perfectly normal.
So yeah, that little hint there. Claire actually hadn't given me that photo yet. That's what I thought. So this is David Castleford. Was Dekker an
I
alcoholic?
already told you Dr. Dekker was a drinker. It's hardly a revelation.
Have you ever taken temazepam?
I've tried them before. Dr. Dekker gave me a prescription. They didn't help.
The photo again? Let's clues. Boop. This guy. He's looking at you. He's like, yeah. I know what you're up to, Fido. What you're up to, and you're not going to get away with it. It's not going to happen. Boop. What's the problem with the girl?
The little girl, our neighbor at the lake house, she says David is weird and creepy.
Doctor!
Freaking.
Sorry, but I found some of the referral letters we were talking about. There is a pattern, but it's not the same for everyone. He said to get them to you ASAP, so here you go.
I am going to have to talk to her about that. I've been asking people about the referral letters already. Okay, where's my clues? My goodness. Larvae look like a human shot. Oh, gotcha. Alright, referral letter 1. Hackett and Brown. I referred a client to your clinic for evaluation. Claire, she's being charged with the murder of her husband, and we require your diagnosis as to whether she was of sound of mind and had the mens rea for the crime. Yours sincerely, MSSRS. MSSRS? I've never seen that before. Hackett Brown. This is Hackett and Brown. Wait. This is like the exact same font. Chart token and BA. Dr. Dekker, we believe that our client, who has only given us her first name, Mariana, is mentally unstable and would like your expert opinion on this matter. We're happy to cover all your costs and look forward to receiving your report forthwith. They all have the same font at the top. Kat Rohnbench, solicitors, for the attention of Dr. Dekker. I'm referring yet another client to you today for further psychiatric evaluation. I hope that you concur with my suspicions and are able to find him insane under the guidelines set out within the McNaughton rules. What has David been doing?
David has been hunting and skinning again. But from the look of the torso, he caught a domestic cat.
Oof.
I'm being generous. It was definitely a cat. I spoke to David about it, but I have no idea if he can comprehend me or not. He just grunts at me. He doesn't even smile anymore. Not at all.
You're going to put him down again? Where did the cat come from?
Yes, sorry. I left out an important detail.
Is the little girl's?
The girl, Anushka. She was crying because her cat had gone missing.
No.
And she thinks that David killed it. Doctor, I'm worried.
I mean, Anushka? Yeah, you know her name now?
I spoke to her again. She wouldn't tell me her name, which is quite right. I am a stranger after all. So I gave her the name Anushka.
Okay.
She said the man that lives in the lake house is weird and creepy.
What are you worried
I'm worried
about?
that David's not going to stop at cats. He's killed deer, rabbits, wild birds, and now cats. I'm worried he might add little girls to his list.
Uh-oh.
I can't stop him.
Yes, why can't you stop
I can't
him?
stop him. I can't control him in any way at all. Ever since I brought him back from the dead, he has done nothing but ignore me. I'm starting to think that
That you need to kill him again? What are you starting to
I
think?
need to put David out of his misery. That I need to end his suffering. That I need to kill him again. What shall I do, Doctor? Should I kill David?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh no! Oh no. I mean, here's the thing. What if this isn't actually David? This is a mentally unstable person that she thinks looks like David. And if I tell her to kill him, but at the same time, what if it is? What if it is David? Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, Fino. You have to give her a yes, kill him, or yes, or no, don't kill him. If I say no, don't, and she doesn't, then suddenly she comes back the next day saying that David killed the little girl. That's going to be on me. But if I say yes, and it was an innocent person, that is also going to be on me. Damn it. Yeah, I think I might just go no.
Very well. I will do as you say. I suppose I can let this go on now that someone else knows about it. The responsibility of having David is too much for me on my own. Thank you, Doctor.
Have you talked to Bryce or Iris?
I never talked to Bryce, but I did talk to Iris. She didn't want to at first. She blames me for David's death, but as we both know, that's not a thing. Anyway, she said she was never locked up in any basement and had never heard of any Dr. Dekker. So it's, as I first suspected, a lie. You didn't make all of that up so I talked to Iris again, did you?
That's interesting. No, I didn't make up the story about Iris.
Then Mr. Bryce seems to have a few more issues than me. Perhaps you should ask him about that.
Yeah, I think we are. Huh. Tell me about your referral.
My solicitors did refer me, but I ended up going privately as it was cheaper. I'm paying them enough already without them getting a percentage of my therapy bill.
Did Dekker offer any theories about David?
Dr. Dekker was very quiet in our sessions after seeing David. After a while, he started talking about David like he was a pet, asking me what I fed him, what he'd do in certain conditions.
Yeah, why was Dr. Dekker talking about David as if he was a pet?
I think he was fascinated with it all, and David and I had become new test subjects for him. When I said David never listens to me, he urged me to start giving David treats for pleasing me. Not in that way, but showing him how to close a door, for example. If he did it, give him a treat. It did actually work, but I had to stop myself. I felt like I was training a monkey. It just wasn't right.
Yeah, they knew you dirty folks out there were thinking that. What certain conditions was Dekker interested
Dr.
in?
Dekker asked me if I'd ever accidentally locked David in, which I hadn't, but curiosity got the better of me, so I locked him in the lake house. He couldn't get out. He didn't have the wherewithal to operate the lock.
I can stop you reanimating people.
That's an interesting idea, Doctor. There's not really something that needs to be done, though. I have no intention of reanimating anybody anymore. It hasn't gone very well in the past.
You mean right now? Can't you train David to not to kill?
David doesn't listen to me. I can't say something and he does it. And besides, how would I show him not to kill a little girl? Slap him on the nose? It's too late for David.
See this doll? Knife in? No. Bad David. What do you need to do?
I don't know. I need to do something about David. It's just too much. How can I stop thinking about what I've done? Tell me, how should I distract myself, Doctor?
Go to a spa.
I don't know.
Spray bottle. Bad. Bad, David. Bad. Wait, why would I distract her? Distract yourself with dating.
I don't want anybody else. I reanimated my cheating husband so we could be together. Isn't that a big enough sign?
I know, that's why I was like, no, that's a dumb way of saying. Is there any other green dots? No. Ooh. Distract with a hobby.
I have a hobby. I come here every week and talk to you.
Oh, I'm flattered.
I don't know. I need to do something about David. It's just too much. How can I stop thinking about what I've done? Tell me.
Okay, so it's just a bunch of different ideas of how to distract herself, I think. Is what it's going to be. So we have dating. We have hobby. What else will there be? Distract with a job.
A job? Yes. I'll find myself a nice little job packing bags in a grocery store, answering the telephone at a solicitor's. I'll put on the uniform and smile at the customers and talk about the weather, and everything will be wonderful and sunny and bright. Next.
Oof. All right, Bryce. Right. Hello.
I'm fine. I'm worried. My pursuer in the hour, he's definitely military. I've developed a new skill to deal with him.
Okay. What new skill have you developed?
Last night, I saw him draw something from his jacket. He was approaching me, grinning. I had nowhere to go. So I closed my eyes and imagined. Well, I imagined being back home. And when I opened them again, I'd teleported.
He's going pretty crazy. So how's work?
Work is fine. If anything, I've been falling behind again. I think it's the stress of not being alone in the midnight hour anymore.
You ever see Dekker drink alcohol?
I never saw Dr. Dekker touch a drop. Doesn't mean it wasn't going on behind closed doors, though, does it?
I guess, okay, fine. Do you know anything about sleeping pills?
My other doctor had prescribed me sleeping pills before I came to see Dr. Dekker. I think they were called temazepam. I never took them.
So then where are they? Have you seen Jessica
I
again?
saw Jessica across the street this morning.
Did you talk?
She waved, but I just crumbled. Ever since I took those photos, I haven't been able to face her. Do you think I should tell her about the photos, Doctor?
No, because you're insane and you didn't actually take photos. Tomorrow, he will get in a telephone booth and time travel. He could be. You never know. If he believed it, it would happen. So he thinks he did it, but really in his mind, he probably imagines like undressing her in her mind and taking mental photos and all that. So if he suddenly goes up and says yes, oh god, that would be terrible. No, just it's in your mind. Don't ruin your chances.
I didn't think I should either. She'd hate me forever. Maybe when she next waves, I'll at least wave back.
Oh man, because yeah, if he did and then she screams at him and calls him weirdo and stuff, he'd come after me for sure. What have you been doing during the midnight
I stole
hour?
a painting. There, I've said it. It was from the local gallery, Providence.
Providence?
I really like it, but I can't afford it. So I took it.
What else have you stolen?
It's just that one thing, just the painting I've stolen recently. I think my new pursuer is unraveling me. Is it okay to steal things, Doctor? If I really like them?
No. No, it's not okay to steal
I thought
things.
you'd say that. I will do my best to refrain from it, but I can't promise anything.
Tell me about your referral.
I was one of Dr. Dekker's first patients. I wasn't referred by anyone. My GP recommended I saw someone privately. I think he was just sick of listening to me complain about how little time I had during our 10-minute slot.
Is this a photo of David Castleford?
Yes, that's David Castleford. I've no idea when it was taken. Shocking composition.
How is there a pursuer
My
military?
pursuer. He's measured in his approach, watching, testing. When he finally came for me, I wasn't ready. I think he underestimated me though, and that allowed me to escape. He didn't think I'd be able to just leave. Why do you think he's coming after me, Doctor?
Goodness, I have no idea.
I think I might know.
Why? Is he the time police? What do you think your pursuer's coming after
I
you?
think he's death, Doctor.
Huh?
I think I saved that old woman from burning to death in bed, and now he's coming after me to even the score. Do you think it could be death?
Nah, you're fine, dude.
It's just me. I'm going crazy. I'm so strange. Everything about me is strange already, but to have another presence in my hour, it's unhinged me.
It's your conscience for stealing and doing all these bad things. Tell me, how were you able to teleport?
I was as surprised as you are. I just imagined I was somewhere else, and there I was. Perhaps Dr. Dekker was right. Think of something, and it becomes real, if you believe in it. But I'll only do it wisely. Imagine the mistakes you might make. Don't want to become one with the igneous layer too soon.
Can you demonstrate how to teleport? Oh god, no.
These sessions cost a lot of money, Doctor. I'm not just going to leave in the middle of one. But I can see you don't believe me. Do you really want me to teleport, Doctor?
Yes. I want you to teleport.
Blink, and you'll miss it.
What the
Told you.
I think something's wrong with you, dude. You said before you feel like you're unraveling. Actually, I got an achievement from that. Oh, I'm at 250 insanity points. I wonder what that means. before you feel like you're unraveling.
No, I'm not becoming him. I'm not becoming Dekker.
Why would you? I just said that you're unraveling. If I told you I could stop your curse.
No, Doctor. No, you can't. I've seen what you can do. You can listen and ask, but you don't have any real power.
Oof. Been called out. What can you tell me about Providence?
Providence is the name of the local gallery here. Always lots of new art and artists, if you only visit once a year. Like I do, anyway.
Yes. Then what about it burning down a bit?
I was as surprised as you are. I just imagined I was somewhere else, and there I was. Perhaps Dr. Dekker was right.
How was Dekker right? No. Oh. Okay, find the notes. Where was those notes? Oh, right. Iris denies being locked in the basement.
How extraordinary. So the girl in the basement was somebody that Claire knows, and she's adamant that I didn't rescue her. I really wish I'd taken photos now.
That's fair. If he had photos, that would have been proof. Why do you need to use skill skill wisely?
I don't intend to imagine things at all. I only did it this time to avoid being killed. That pursuer is definitely onto me. I say he, but I couldn't see his face. It just had the build and size of a man. It felt like it was sucking the oxygen out of the air in front
It's a
of me.
Dementor. Ooh. Breathing problems?
I found it difficult breathing the closer he got to me. I suppose that's just fight or flight, an anxiety response.
I have the size and shape of a man. It was I, bait sauce. Oof. I mean, I guess define size and shape of a man, though. Well, I guess technically, yeah. I mean, there's the purport. Okay, fine, never mind. I take that back. Are you still feeling anxious?
Yes, I'm anxious. I think someone is trying to kill me.
It's also been described that men are a bit more like a triangle. You have the broader shoulders, and then it gets narrower. Whereas women are inverse. They'll have like the shoulders, and then they'll widen out at the hips, or so on. As such, that is why in baseball, men are stronger, being at overhead pitches, and why women do the underhand. They can get more power from their lower center of gravity. What was the painting like?
It's a painting of a spider in a large web on the pendulum of a grandfather clock that's stuck at 3:15.
That's very specific about that painting. Ooh, what spider in painting mean to you?
The spider from the painting. I'd like to think it was me. Like I was lying in wait and spinning some elaborate trap in my midnight hour. It's more likely that I'm just the fly.
Yeah, that's probably more likely. Should I ask about the fly in the painting? Fly in painting?
There's no fly in the painting. I think that's what I like about it. The spider has been so intent on spinning its web that it hasn't noticed there'll be nothing to eat.
Okay then. Gosh, more about the painting still? Oh boy. Grandfather?
My grandfather died in World War II. He was a lorry driver. I don't really know much about him. Brave, though, you'd imagine.
Alright, we're saving Jaya for last, though. So let's do Glynn. Because he's completely brand new. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Hello?
Sorry, I'm Glenn. I didn't expect to be here. I was looking for the men's room.
And why are you sitting down on your phone? Why didn't you expect to be here?
Like I said, I was in the green room. You know, that new restaurant in town. I actually need to do something. Done. Sorry. I was in the middle of a date and needed the restroom, and here I am.
Okay. The restroom?
Sorry, you're not familiar with my case. I stepped through the restroom door into your office. Sometimes when I go through a door, it opens to another place.
Okay. Did Jaya see you?
No, I shouldn't imagine she did that. I didn't even pass through the waiting room. Besides, it's lunchtime, she won't be there.
How do you know? You know Jaya's lunch schedule?
No, not really. But it's lunchtime, and you don't normally see patients now. Well, Dr. Dekker didn't normally see patients now.
I see. Tell me about Dekker.
Dr. Dekker was crazy. I arrived late to the party. Apparently, he was a fine, upstanding citizen before. I don't know what changed him. Of the few sessions I had with him, he'd observed me walking through doors.
Just to see where you teleport to. What did he observe?
But I'd walk through a door and I'd disappear. Then I couldn't get back. The session was £150 either way.
And why?
So I paid that for a couple of times and then decided it was a bad idea. As you can see, it's still happening.
What's still happening? Obviously the
The
teleporting.
doors. I'm still vanishing from one place to another.
What's causing your
My
problem?
dad died. He was on his deathbed and I was complaining about work, women or whatever. It was an idiom. He said, when one door closes, another opens. Then he died. I needed those words to be important. So here I am.
Intriguing. Tell me about your dad.
He was stoic. He had tuberculosis in his lungs. That's what killed him. Nobody knew until the end. I never got to say I loved him.
Do you regret not saying you loved him?
Maybe. He'd split with my mum 3 years earlier. It was messy. It was bad. I didn't talk to him really at all. They called me as next of kin, said I should come in if I wanted to say goodbye. I did love him. He just broke everything.
Did you make peace with your dad?
No. I hadn't seen him for so long. just let it all out. I screamed, I shouted, I punched the walls. Do you know what he said?
Sorry? What did your dad say?
Sorry.
Oh, I called it.
Over and over again. Like he really meant it. He did. He really meant it. And when I stopped, when I was exhausted, he smiled at me. Like he cherished me. Like he'd been waiting to say sorry. Waiting for forgiveness.
Did you forgive your dad
I
then?
didn't get to. I didn't get to say I loved him. I didn't get to forgive him. He just said when one door closes, another opens. And then he died. What does he think of me?
Your dad loved you.
All those years, thinking I was the bigger man. It turns out he was. There's no going back, is there, Doctor? When one door closes, it's shut forever.
This is a tough one. Yes, the door's shut forever. You lose out on something, that's it. You're done. You missed it forever. But that's the thing. In this case, yeah, when somebody's dead, that's it. But I can introduce him to Claire. No, the door is not shut forever. I know someone who can... Excuse me. So, I think this is a pivotal moment for Glenn here. If I say yes, he's going to be cured. He won't have that problem anymore. If I say no, the door's not shut forever, he'll always think that, oh, yes, I can keep going. So you know what? We're going to say yes. We're going to try helping him.
It's no solace, really, is it? Maybe another time.
Yep, he's gone. Hello?
Scarlett. I haven't been in since he died. Since Dr. Dekker died.
Tell me about Dekker.
He was a complicated man, as I suppose most people are. His external persona didn't match what he dreamed about.
What do you mean by... What did he dream about?
His dreams were amazing, filled with a spectrum of colours and creatures. It was like Narnia for grown-ups. But that was in the beginning.
I take it she can see dreams? How do you know what his dreams look like?
I'm a dream walker. I can visit people and help them in their dreams. You've not caught up on all his old patients yet, then?
Nope. Obviously not. How do you dreamwalk?
It's something I've been able to do since I was little. I was born an identical twin, and my sister and I shared dreams. We just thought it was normal. When our younger brother started having night terrors, we helped him. I just need to know the person, a little, and know they're dreaming. Then I can sort of jump into them.
Interesting. Tell me about jumping into people.
It's something, I think, in my mind. Firstly, I need to sleep myself. I'm constantly tired, so I can pretty much sleep on demand.
Well, that must be nice.
Before I go, I think of jumping into that person. That's how it works for me. I've tried teaching others, but I don't know if anyone else can do it.
She wants to be inside you, Bait. Who have you taught?
I don't know. Lots of people.
Jaya?
Whenever I get close enough to tell somebody about it, the first thing they want to do is try it out or have me visit their dreams. That's kind of why I'm here. Relationships.
Before we can talk about your relationships, what creatures were in Dr. Dekker's dreams?
Fluid. Soft. Intricate things. I couldn't draw a picture if you asked. But they drew you to them. They looked a little strange, but you felt compelled to watch them.
Interesting. How did his dreams change at the end?
Chaotic. Dark. Like an earthquake, everything you stood on shifted into something else. I think he was fighting with something internally. And it was winning.
What was he fighting?
I don't know. It's a turn of phrase. Inner demons? Insanity? I don't know. I can visit dreams, but I can't force the dreamer to interact with me.
What were you doing on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day was awful. I had a bit of an accident with a creme brulee torch
Ugh.
and had to spend the night waiting in A&E. I melted a nail to my finger. It hurt a lot and needed stitches. It's all fine now, though.
How are your relationships?
It's difficult to sustain them. I'm not just talking about romantic entanglements. It's hard keeping friends, too. Like I said before, I tell them about my ability and they immediately want to try it out. The problem is, I don't normally like what I see.
People dream very odd things. Why don't you like what you see?
I think people try to show off. Firstly, they're a bit shocked if I turn up in their dream. But when they're comfortable with that, they start to put on a show. But most people can't control their dreams, so they tend to turn into nightmares pretty quickly. Oh look, I'm dreaming of a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, why is it destroying New York?
Why do other people's dreams affect
When
your
you've
relationship?
Experienced someone's dream, if they've been a bit creepy in it or terrified me, it's hard to look someone in the eyes after that. It's embarrassing. What should I do, Doctor? Should I not tell people about my ability? Keep it a secret, bottle it up?
Yes. If it's affecting your relationships that much, just mentioning it, keep it a secret. But first, were you dating Dekker?
He's dead now, so I suppose it won't affect him if I admit that. So yes, I was. Not near the end, though. Not when his dreams started changing. Like I said, my ability ruins relationships. Who told you? Jaya?
Maybe. Keep it secret.
I'm not sure that's healthy, but I guess I could give it a try. What if it accidentally comes out? Is there anything else I can do to stop pushing people away?
Why, Jaya?
Just thought she'd know. Thought she'd know everything about her precious Dr. Dekker. Sorry,
We didn't speak that much,
Hmm.
but she was a lot like the other woman. So much control over someone who was supposed to be her superior.
It's interesting. So should she just refuse to dreamwalk? Be honest, or accept that they're just dreams? I mean, she could just not dreamwalk, I guess.
So, if I could breathe through my ears, you wouldn't want to see it. I do say no. A lot. But I usually cave eventually.
Oh, poor girl. Except they're just dreams.
It's difficult to do when you experience them like I do. But I know what you're saying is right. A lot of the time I assume people are controlling their dreams like I can. But they're probably directed by their subconscious, and who controls that?
It's true. Then be honest.
Double honest. Interesting. I suppose I haven't really tried that. I might just give that a go.
Perhaps. Wait, what? Huh? Noticed a hint pop up. Not that, but Carl wants to stop pushing people away. Maybe we should just refuse to dream off of them, or be honest about what might happen, or accept they're just dreams. Yes, I said that. All of those things. Can you prove you can dream walk? Like she already asked?
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're
Yep.
asking me for proof. How can I do that? Get into your head, into your dreams? We don't have any real relationship yet, Doctor. But you are growing on me.
Oh no!
Let's not break that just yet.
She's only dreaming she's in other people's. Interesting. Dreaming you are in others' dreams.
Perhaps. Perhaps this session is a dream, Doctor. I don't see anyone else around. Do you?
Oh. Oh no. Alright. Hello, Jaya.
I don't want to talk about grief today. I'm getting enough grief from work.
Are you now? Why is work giving you grief?
I don't know if you know, but Professor Alderby used to be my professor. He teaches history and psychology, amongst other things. I know it's not technically work, but he asked if I would allow him to have the video footage of his sessions with Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker wanted to be removed from all of the videos, so it's jump cut up to jump cut, but I'm sure you've already noticed that.
Mm-hmm. I have. What video footage?
I didn't think you'd mind, since it wasn't your case anyway. Mostly it's the professor talking about how he viewed reality back then, in so much as he thought it was changeable. There's nothing else to do but watch while things are encoding.
Yeah, she throws a pen at me. How is reality changeable?
Psychokinetics, remember? Cult of the Kinetic Mind? Professor Alderby said it was recommended reading to help psychiatrists in their frontline battle with insanity, he likes to call it.
Can you battle with insanity?
Professor Alderby saw the relationship between psychiatrist and patient as a winnable battle. The patient must be cured by removing their psychokinetic ability, if present, either by telling them it doesn't exist or by using another psychokinetic ability to negate it. It's a long time ago, I can't remember all of it. There was a specific example.
Do tell.
If someone tells you they can fly, you tell them you control air currents and that from now on they won't be allowed to use them. This would normally stimulate the brain in such a way that the patient stopped thinking they could fly. main danger as the therapist is believing that you can control air currents.
Oh, that might be why Dekker went mad. He started thinking he could, or trying to say that, psychokinesis really pose any danger to therapists.
The danger of pretending you have psychokinetic abilities is that you may start believing you have them and then have them. It's the paradox of the cure. Dr. Dekker loved paradoxes. His favorite was the grandfather paradox.
What's that?
If you can travel back in time and kill your grandfather, then you cannot be born. But if you cannot be born, then you cannot kill your grandfather. It's a time traveler's chicken and egg, if you will.
Excuse me. That's why it's interesting. You either have to believe in the many worlds theory, or alternate parallel universes, or that everything that's happened has already happened and can't be changed. That doesn't work in that case then, because then if you do go back and you kill yourself, well then obviously it can't happen. That's the paradox, and why I personally subscribe that if time travel were to ever happen, I believe more in the multiverse, as it were, we'll say, where you've now created a branch. So you won't die, it's just that branch, you're now in that timeline where that person's died and you were never born. You're still there because you came from a different timeline, but yeah. Time travel is a tricky thing. Do you take sleeping pills?
I don't take sleeping tablets, never have. I'm not allowed to prescribe either. Dr. Dekker had me try to forge his signature once, but I was woeful.
Toxicology?
Some people would say Dr. Dekker had a bit of a drinking problem. It got worse and then it got better when his confidence turned up. I think it was the stress of dealing with the new patients. I like the odd tipple.
A tipple? Yeah, what's a tipple?
I've been known to drink, not as much at the moment, not as much as Dr. Dekker did. He kept at least one bottle in his desk drawer at all times. You can't imagine the amount of times I wanted to sneak in and have some.
Could someone have spiked his bottle? Ooh, that's a good question.
I suppose it's possible that somebody spiked his drink. Most people probably knew he had a bottle in his desk. Wouldn't have been that hard to empty out some capsules into it. Maybe the police should get fingerprints?
Yes. Yes, test for fingerprints.
I'll go and suggest it. Make sure nobody touches the bottle in the meantime.
Are you feeling stressed?
There's a lot of stress in here. We're dealing with people's lives. How do you relax, Doctor?
It's a good question. I relax playing games.
I love video games. I just wish they'd make ones with stronger female protagonists. Sorry, I'd settle for any female protagonists.
Then she's clearly not playing the right games. Sometimes listen to music.
I bet you like dance music. I don't know why.
I do like dance music. But eating?
I love food. It will be my downfall. Stress eating is the worst.
Playing sport? And
Mariana thought I played hockey. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
why did he want to be removed? Well, okay, let's look at these. Oh, no. I wanted this. Ooh, the notes. Oh, God. I didn't want to skip to the next thing yet. I would have been so mad if I went through the whole game and then I accidentally did this. Okay. Why did he want to be removed from the videos?
I have no idea. Maybe he was an undercover secret agent. Maybe he was getting more annoying as time progressed. You're not, though. You're lovely. Is this a good time to ask for a raise?
A raise?
Wow. I was kidding, but thank you, Doctor. I'll take that as a yes. And don't worry, I'll sort it all out.
No, I was asking about it. I'm saying that you get it. Did he have any psychokinetic
Dr.
abilities?
Dekker definitely dabbled in that stuff. I'm not sure to what extent.
How well do you know Professor Alderby?
I like Professor Alderby. He turned me onto that book I've been raving about.
What book have you been reading?
The Cult of the Kinetic Mind. I should start selling them myself.
Did you say anything about his mum?
Dr. Dekker told me he was adopted. His birth mother only turned up 5 years ago because she wanted money for her experimental cancer treatment. I'm not sure how much it cost or even if he had the money, but he didn't do it, and she became one mean mother.
I could see that being a problem then. Would it cross the line if I mentioned I relax with sex? I relax with sex, baby.
Well, that option's not always available.
I like how she's like, okay, I'd like to relax a little bit. Pattern in referral letters.
If you couldn't see a pattern in the referral letters, there probably isn't one. It's just me. I can find a red rum in anything.
Come back later once I have the referral letters, but I do? Right here. 1, 2, 3. Forge signature.
Dr. Dekker wanted me to try and forge his signature to make sure that I couldn't.
What? Like, I mean, obviously if somebody's forcing you to try forge something, usually you'll deliberately not do it very well. Ask me how to relax. I should check my notes. I just said food, I said alcohol. Relax with drink.
The bottle can be comforting.
What else? How was Dekker mom mean? How was Dekker's mom mean? How did she turn mean?
Interesting, but
Okay, that's what the hint said. How was Dr. Dekker's... Oh, because they need to be mother, not mom.
he said she started out with the normal passive-aggressive guilt trips and then escalated into bricks through windows and cutting brake cables.
What?
Well, he got a restraining order after that and never wanted to see her again. When I visited her in hospital on his behalf, do you know what her story was?
What was her story?
She told me he was never adopted. He was just very ungrateful and clearly, using her own words, had lost his mind. I say never get involved in family feuds, especially if they're not your family.
Yeah. Red rum?
It's murder, spelt backwards, you know? The Shining.
Oh, it's on the
All
wall!
work and no play makes Dr. Dekker a dull boy. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyway, it's a bit like an anagram.
Please don't make me say anagram.
I spotted that. All the solicitors' names are anagrams of each other. But why would someone need so many aliases to refer patients? I got a bit weirded out thinking it might be connected to Dr. Dekker's murder, so I just stopped thinking. Don't get me started.
I stumbled onto a clue by accident. Hackett and Brown. Rogan and Ba. Bench. Yeah, I see. I wouldn't have actually clued into that myself. I meant, I thought I was going to be a dumb doctor and be like, what's an anagram? Why did Dekker make sure you couldn't forge? Oh my goodness. Forge his signature.
He just wanted to feel safe, I guess. Once you get a prescription pad, it's your fault if it falls into the wrong hands. I suppose it does sound a bit overcautious, doesn't it?
Man, what else could there be? No hints currently available. Oh no. Alright, is there any green? Let's see. No. No green. No hints, but she's not a green dot. Well, time for me to look up a complete question guide. Let's see, we are on Act 4. Ooh, I don't think I said yes, I am frustrated. Let's try that.
I see. And how does that make you feel?
Ha 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 ha. Makes me feel frustrated.
I don't know.
Pattern. Technically, it looks like that's all of them they got here. I'll go down this list just to make sure. Yep. Already talked about that. We talked about how you know Professor Alderby. I said to relax with alcohol, with drink. Said to relax with food, sports, playing games, music, sex. Toxicology, yeah, we talked about that. Talked about if she ever takes that. So what else would there be? Oh man, this is frustrating. Look in a different guide. That was the one that I just opened. Let's try this other one here. Oh wow, this one looks like it has a big long list, so this might work. Why did he want to be removed? I don't think I've asked something like that. Oh, right, that, yes. Yes, you can have a raise. Why did he want the video footage? Changeable. What is the frontline battle with insanity? Oh, I think I asked that. Oh, okay. Specific example. As a dangerous therapist, yes, grandfather looked, red rum, it's the anagrams. Tipple, spiked. Yes, why was he stressed? Music, sports, sex, food, alcohol, video games, and spam. Book. Did you go see Sir Dekker? Yeah. My mother, what was her story? Oh. Apparently this. Who do you think killed Dr. Dekker?
I don't know, Doctor. Do you?
Ooh. I do have trouble sleeping.
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Did Dekker want you to forge a Whoa, prescription? Yeah, no, we already talked about that, eh? I feel angry.
I see. And what are you going to do about it, Doctor?
I'm going to relax.
Excellent. I'm glad we've cleared that up.
And all of them, yay, we did it! Huzzah.
You said you'd help me with my problem, but he's still here.
Hello, Mariana?
The longer it takes for you to get to the bottom of this, the more people will die.
Who's still
Dr.
here?
Dekker. He wants me to kill people.
He wants you to kill people?
He wants them to follow me to the sea, to the creature.
What happens when they follow you?
It eats them. It's getting stronger. Dr. Dekker says when it's strong enough, it's going to walk again.
Is she feeding Cthulhu?
That's where I black out.
Why do you black out?
He doesn't want me to know. He doesn't want me to remember. I'm feeding a beast that wants to eat us all. You've got to tell me, Doctor. You have got to tell me the truth.
Interesting. Hi, Zaytran. Things are getting weird. Do you want me to tell you?
You're dreaming, but your dreams are the truth. Don't forget me when you wake. I don't know how I'm in your dream, but now we're together. Let's play a game.
What game?
I say a word, you say a word. Ready? Guilty.
Okay, guilty. There's innocent.
Murderer.
Oh, that's tough. Claire's the murderer. Marianne's the murderer. By what she just admitted. But we're talking about her dream and needing to wake up and tell her about stuff. So let's go with Mariana.
Wrong answer. Now you're stuck with me. 3 little words and I'll let you go.
What 3 little words? I love you? Wait, what?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Well, I was wrong.
You rang my doorbell.
The truck driver
The little girl.
killed himself.
David is weird.
Like she's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly.
out of his misery.
Is it okay to steal things?
Sleeping tablets.
Fingerprints?
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
Hilda died last night.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics?
the photos?
Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink.
Bit
I
of a
thought I
drinking
was-
problem.
It's probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature, human flesh.
I'd teleported.
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Act 5. Insanity, please! Oh, man.
Oh, doctor. You look. There's something I need to tell you.
Yes, tell me.
I can't find Dr. Dekker's prescription pad anywhere. I'm not sure when it went missing, but I don't remember seeing it for a while. Yours is there, but I'm scared one of the patients may have got their hands on it. Let me know if you find it, anyway, and ask me about Mariana later. I've got news.
Interesting. Yeah, looks like it's the usual group. Oh, Marianne isn't here first. Ask the patient about it. And the death threats Nathan said were on. Yes. Alright, Mariana. Her dress actually looks really nice in contrast to her hair and that necklace this time. I like it a lot better than the white one.
I'm fine, Doctor. I went to the beach, swam under the sea, and returned to tell the tale. No blackouts. Nothing.
Let's see. How are your dreams?
I don't dream, Doctor. I haven't dreamed for years now.
You're lying about not dreaming.
Yeah. I did say that was a dream, didn't I? Is it easier to swallow, knowing it's the truth?
What's the truth?
The truth is, I'm not like you, Doctor. Or anyone else. I can swim to the bottom of the ocean for hours. And people follow me. Even if it's the last thing they do.
Tell me about being followed.
People follow me into the sea. I don't force them, they just follow to see the creature.
What is the creature? We asked for this last time.
I'm not sure what you'd call it. A wisp? A star?
A god?
It's so bright and warm and loving. I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others. It feeds on them.
There we go. Excuse me. How does it feed?
When I look down, I black out. But if I can just keep looking forward, No blackouts. I can just swim back to the top when it's finished.
I see. What's wrong with looking down? See the
You
bodies.
really want to know? If I look down, it's writhing. Just limbs of people from the clubs and the bars. Not just from this week, but last week, last month, last year. They all look terrified, but somehow still alive. The creature. It's all inside them, poking holes through them that they shouldn't have. It just eats them. Slowly.
Well then. The creature eats them?
The missing people. That's where they go. I don't know I'm doing it. I swear I don't, Doctor. The creature. I hear it. It's hungry. Nobody can know. It's our secret.
Okay. Ugh, what missing people?
I can't explain what happened with John. He followed me back from the bar that night and swam with me under the ocean. I blacked out. He'd gone.
Who's John?
You must have read about John in the news. He was a local student who went missing. He was a looker. And he had a way with words, but he was also a cheat. The creature liked eating him a lot. But I can't explain what happened next.
So she is a murderer then. What happened next to John?
I left him to be eaten. And the next morning, he turns up in my bed at my house. He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him. Lots of holes. His inside is on the outside.
Would you...
Just ball of tangled worms. And now they're blaming me, but you knew that, Doctor, didn't you?
Nope.
That's why I'm here.
Why are you really here?
They think I killed John. John and some others. They need to know whether I'm insane or not.
Well then. Did you kill John?
No! The creature killed John.
Who needs to know whether you're insane?
My lawyer. He says I'm insane, but that he needs you to rubber stamp it. Do you think I'm insane, Doctor?
Okay. Well, yes, you're insane.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all I ever needed to hear you say.
I don't like the way she said that. I do not like that. I keep a secret, people are getting hurt.
It's our secret. What will you tell people, that I'm feeding people to a creature at the bottom of the ocean? What proof do you have? You can't tell on me. You know what you do to me. When you visit, I let you do it because sometimes I'm ashamed of what I've done. You make me feel like I deserve it.
What do you mean when I visit? What do I do when I visit you? You stick your dick in crazy? Yeah, she's a real piece of work.
You get inside me, Doctor. And it hurts. And you don't care.
Inside you how? No further dialogue on that, eh? You didn't know about the stolen prescription pad.
Why would someone steal Dr. Dekker's prescription pad? I didn't even know he had one.
Did you take the prescription pad?
Wow. That's a low blow, Doctor. And after all our sessions, I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was just unfortunate.
Tell me about this loan.
Dr. Dekker asked for his loan back after diagnosing me as sane. In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course, either way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money back, and I didn't have it.
Was it within 36 months, though? Did you write the death threats?
I prefer actions over words, Doctor. You know that.
Oof. So did you kill him?
Why would I do that? Dr. Dekker transferred our loan agreement to Claire at Castleford. She bought him out. I owe her the money now.
That is interesting. Why would Claire do that? Over. Oh. Well, I'm glad. I don't know if I should be happy that you won't stick to Chan or. Let's talk to Nathan next.
I think you know who killed Dr. Dekker. So you're gonna have a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
Okay. Hypnotism?
I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Dekker did hypnotize me, and it did work, and he told me to think that it didn't. I think I found one of the key words.
Okay. What keyword?
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back. I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
Interesting. Oh. Okay, let's talk to people for say the other ones before we start guessing planets. Who murdered Dekker?
This might feel like the darkest timeline, but it's not my darkest timeline. I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I'd look at one of your other patients. Or maybe even your assistant.
So far, I mean, honestly, I think it would be Jaya. Out of everyone who murdered him. How do you feel about Hannah now?
I'm at peace with Hannah now. I can save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes.
How have things been with Mariana?
Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana.
Oh dear. Nathan, clearly I'm taking notes. Why thanks to
We
Mariana?
went on a date. Well, sort of. She texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up. She can dance. I was transfixed most of the night. Next thing I know, I'm lying in my bed, at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance, the day moves forward. Do you think Mariana likes me?
No, don't stick your dick in that.
So what you're trying to say is that Mariana is just using me and has no interest in me romantically whatsoever.
Yes.
Thanks. That helps my self-esteem.
I know it sucks, dude, but do you want to be eaten by Cthulhu? You know
His
about the prescription
pad's
pad?
missing. The one with all the death threats on it. Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks?
How are they covering their tracks?
I suppose it could be a coincidence, but I'm guessing whoever murdered Dr. Dekker stole his prescription pad.
Saturn? What? You just went. Thought they went into a trance.
So he did plant me with something. I have absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No. Don't say it. Write it down for me. And thank you. You know, there's something I've not been telling you.
Mars?
I don't want it to be triggered.
Pluto?
Pluto's not a planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
What haven't you been telling me?
It's about time travel.
What about time travel?
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who, but I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time I go to. Except once.
Tell me more about this once.
The doctor said she was legally still alive. The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
Interesting. What changed about Hannah's death?
Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death.
Why lie about Hannah being on life support?
I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly.
Did you ever think to drive away from the lorry?
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
I see. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Wait. Did I not finish everything through? Usually I do. Why would Claire take over Loon?
Perhaps ask me a bit at a time.
Claire Lone.
She's the woman that took over the loan I had with Dr. Dekker.
Why Claire Lone? Oh, fine then.
Dr. Dekker.
Why did Dekker ask for Loon back? Okay. So tell me about the loan transfer.
I don't know why she did it, but Dr. Dekker got repaid, and now my agreement is with Claire. You should ask her.
Anyone else turned up at your home?
You're a naughty one, Doctor. You know you visited my home. Why do you keep denying it?
I think you only think that because I did not visit you.
Don't you remember? That's a shame. You had fun.
What did we do?
If you can't remember, I'm certainly not going to enlighten you.
What a tease.
I don't know. If you can't remember,
Don't remember.
can you remember what you did?
No. No, I don't remember. Ooh. Are the holes in John stab wounds?
That's an interesting analogy, Doctor. You think I'm making this up?
Any more withdrawal symptoms?
Like I said, I've been fine.
Have you now? Oh my gosh, so long! Why do you deserve it?
It's my fault they're all dying. They're following me.
Consultant! Look at me. Chatting up my patients like a boss. Be nice if I could make it just whenever I type hint, I get that hint. I don't have to wait that 30 seconds. What do you mean by get inside?
You watch me undress. You say nothing, but still you order it just like Dr. Dekker did. I strip, ashamed. As I lie down, you bend over me. Your face. So horrible. Like worms. Crawling.
What?
With jaws like pythons. And you bury into me. I lay there, frozen, while you violate me, punishing me. I'm not sick. You're sick.
Well, damn. She's been seeing things. Yes. 300 insanity points. Oh boy, we're getting crazy. Hot or thirsty?
No, I've not been thirsty. Not since I went back to the sea.
Thank you. That was rather quick. Oh. Oh, that's so close. I thought I waited long enough. Yeah, sane?
That's not something I know about.
Oh. Dekker said you are sane?
Dr. Dekker was a hack. You're special. You're good at your job. You know I have problems.
But that's the thing, though, I guess. Did he declare as sane because he believed in all the powers? Why was Dekker a hack?
There are similarities, but you're not the dead doctor. Are you feeling okay?
Asked why he was a hack. So close. You are fine?
I've done lots of dancing, lots of clubbing, lots of socializing.
She's green! We're good. Back to Nathan. Oh, goodness. I tell you what, we're going to go take a quick... Should I do her after everyone again? I think she might have some additional things to say. Mariana might be a killer.
Wow. I think you're just jealous, Doctor. I mean, if Mariana really was killing people, I'm pretty sure you'd have to contact the authorities. I mean, that's what you do, isn't it?
I did.
No. Sorry.
I called the police.
I can't tell you anything about that.
You are in big trouble, mister.
I don't know.
When did you travel back to the accident?
The day before Valentine's Day. I was looking at pictures of Hannah and it just happened. The next day for me was Valentine's Day.
Uh-oh.
Present day.
Uh-oh. That's Adrian. He's turning into Max. He's going to go back and... Oh, God, the little girl. I was going to say he's going to go back and save Hannah. Chloe. Ah. Do you like dancing?
Do you ask all your patients that? Or just the pretty ones?
Yeah, I think you're pretty. Unvie little girls are a horror trope. Exactly, little kids. Something about little kids there, eh? And when they sing... Why doesn't he try back jumping again to save you? Why don't you try jumping back again to save her?
I've tried, but I can't do it. To be honest, nowadays, I'm more interested in moving forwards.
Do you not care about Hannah anymore? 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock the door. Yes, good times, good times. You can't time travel.
We just met. I chose not to tell you I travelled back in time. Sorry. If I could turn back time, Doctor. If I could find a way.
Share this! Do you believe in time traveling? You made Nathan sing back a song. Sing a song? Wait, I did? What?
We just met. I chose not to tell you I travelled back in time. Sorry. If I could turn back time, Doctor. If I could find a way.
Oh, yes, okay. Yes. That's the lyrics. Gotcha. Did you take the pad?
No, I didn't take the prescription pad. Why is it such a big issue? Who'd want it? Do you think the killer wrote out a prescription for temazepam, faked Dr. Dekker's signature, and got it made up? Maybe. But I'm already on temazepam, Doctor. I wouldn't need all that drama.
Good point. Fine, we'll just do Jaya. I like working my way up.
I'm worried about you, Doctor. You seem quiet and, well, it's just your fingerprints on the bottle. Maybe you touched it by accident? You didn't know him, did you?
Ooh, how interesting would that be if I was the one? No, I didn't know Dekker.
Then why are your fingerprints on his vodka bottle? No, don't answer that. Oh, the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker, who hasn't it touched? I'm so worried.
Why are you worried about me?
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago.
So it's been weeks.
You don't talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
You are bothering me. Which I might think I'm going insane. Oh no! You think I'm going
Who
insane?
measures sanity or insanity? One man's philosopher is another man's fool. I'm keeping an eye on you. I won't let you go crazy.
But I'm seeing things already. How are you coping with the grief?
I think I'm okay with the grief now. My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
Maybe they are. How did she die?
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink.
Spontaneous human combustion.
Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
Gosh. There's something I haven't heard about in a long time. I heard about it more like way back in the day, but these days you never hear about spontaneous human combustion anymore. Said his pad went missing.
Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up.
Tell me about these death threats.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
Oof. No, like, oh, don't worry, I don't do that to you, though. Like, no, just a straight up, I hope that's how you like it. You have any grievances with Dekker?
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them. There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers.
I'd believe that.
If you believe in that sort of thing.
I mean, clearly he did. Who were the special patients?
Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients. Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing. Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So we made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry. And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
So if they're all that consumed, what if I am Dr. Dekker in the afterlife trying to figure out why? The news about Mariana.
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty, but have you considered that Mariana may have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him? She had most to gain.
Not
She
anymore.
got all the money if he died, and it makes most sense, doesn't it?
Not anymore. Ah! Who do you think murdered Dekker?
It's not your job to find out who the murderer is. It's the police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about.
Do you think Cthulhu is real?
A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Mariana today?
Maybe. Not sure the patients are improving.
Your patients will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
How do you know Mariana can breathe underwater?
I spot check the sessions. I know I shouldn't, but it's for the safety of everyone. Checks and balances, remember?
I don't know. Something about her just...
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him.
Dekker using someone?
I think you know what I'm going to say. I don't know.
In love with you again all over when you saw me in a bikini. That sounds familiar. Oh. Oh dear. I just noticed the message now. I do enjoy the red hat. But the bikini portion though. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm sorry. I do not remember a bikini thing, but don't feel bad. I have a memory like a goldfish, as they say. It's terrible. Unless something has made a super big impression on me, it takes me forever to remember details. It's so bad. I hate it. What? What is bothering me? Psychokinesis?
Yes, that is a worry. I agree.
Oh, thank you. That is a whole lot of... Oh, that's the only thing that I can see anymore being green. How are you going to stop me? Oh. How are you going to stop me going crazy?
Holiday, perhaps? Some R&R? I suppose you were thinking something darker?
You going to tie me up? Click. Ooh, how fitting. A lot of things bother me. My memory, for one.
Should you be asking me that, Doctor? It doesn't matter anyway. It's not important here.
What else could be bothering us? I did that one?
That's not really relevant, is it?
Yeah, it's like I did that one.
No.
Things bother me?
I don't know.
That's weird. Ooh, is spontaneous combustion real?
According to Professor Alderby, people can will themselves to die. Some people will have heart attacks, some people will have strokes. Those who are truly despondent, they're the rare few that spontaneously combust. I'm not sure if I believe in all of that.
Oh gosh, and there's
According
something
to
from that.
Professor Alderby, people can will themselves to...
Did Dekker will himself to die?
I don't know. It doesn't fill me with any sense of self-worth, if that helps.
What do you mean by powers?
I once spoke to a patient here who claimed to be able to teach me how to get inside other people's dreams, but how would you know if that worked? Have you had any strange dreams lately, Doctor?
Yes, I had a strange dream.
For a grief counsellor, you're asking some pretty random questions. Suffice to say, I don't have an answer for that.
You bother me.
Why do I bother you? Do you think I killed Dr. Dekker? You need to look deeper into your other patients. I can forgive a lot of things, but being falsely accused of murder, well, that's going to blemish your CV.
Did you kill Dekker?
Are you stuck?
Oh,
Do you want me to ask the questions instead?
yes, please.
Really? That's your burning question.
What do you believe?
Because of what happened to my mother, I believe people could change the world with their minds. I think it's dangerous to have that ability, and I think that you and me, we're helping people rid themselves of these dangerous thoughts and a whole load of other issues at the same time. People pretend to believe, and they have a different agenda. They're the ones you need to watch out for. They have boundaries, and they are prepared to break them.
Intriguing. Wow, this is bothering me. Let's see here. Ooh. The idea of Cthulhu bothers me. Oh, we talked about Cthulhu. No. Oh, losing my memory bothers me. That's probably the proper way of saying it.
Your memory is exactly that. Your memory. If people are telling you things you don't remember, then they're probably making them up. Deep down, only you know.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to Mariana's house. Making that crap up. Alright, Evelyn. Hello.
I'm good. I feel better. Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that. I made you something. A little thank you for being so nice. They're cookies.
Thank you? Why were you feeling negative? I wouldn't eat them. I don't trust that.
I'm a happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal. Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
I mean, yes, but there's fake happy. Who's Max again?
I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
I don't believe so. Did you date Max?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
but you don't know the whole story. Max is 77. He was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
So he knew that you shifted. Who was Max's sweetheart?
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it?
That'd be his feelings, not yours. Did you become Eleanor for Max?
Yes. Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me. But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation.
Anything about prescription pad?
What about the prescription pad?
You know about the death threats?
Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no idea. He never said anything to me about it.
Although she's appearing really jittery and nervous in this. Did you take the pad?
Yes, I took it. I had to.
Why did you steal the pad?
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Uh-oh. I think we found the killer. Why didn't Max die?
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
She looked away. She knows about the death threats. Yeah, no, it's, There was a hint of it in our last session that when I said I could take her powers away, she's like, you don't want to see me angry. You haven't seen me angry. I was like, oh. What do you mean by it usually works?
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
Nothing. Why did you shift again for Max?
Thing is, because Max didn't die, he saw me change back after I let go of his hand.
Okay, that explains that
There
part.
wasn't anything I could do about it.
Alright, what's in the cookies?
The usual stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep. You look like you need it.
That's a no-go then. You put herbs in the cookies?
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
How you doing today, so? I guess thank you for bringing me the gift.
You're very welcome.
Why would Dr. Dekker want to take away your gift?
I suppose he was just trying to cure me. I mean, I thought he believed that I could shift, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he was just humoring me the whole time.
Good. Not trusting those herbal cookies? I agree. Did you kill him?
I could never hurt anyone. You have to believe me, Doctor.
Although she seems sincere right there. Okay, yeah, there's so many things.
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
Dekker take away gift? I already talked about that, though.
That does-
Yeah, we'll just use the hint. What conversation didn't you want to have with Max?
The I don't sleep with 77-year-old men conversation, of course.
Yeah.
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say.
Moving on.
Sorry, Doctor.
I don't know how I'd hint that. Oh, shifting kills patients.
You think I kill my patients? I thought you knew me. Oh, you're worse than Terry. Mind you, I shouldn't speak ill of her.
Is Terry dead?
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't like the way she said that. Although this didn't show up in here, so I don't think that was legit. How is Terry?
I don't really have anything.
Okay. Oh, have you made cookies for Terry?
I only make cookies for people I like, Doctor.
At least she likes me? I'm not sure how to word the questions in that.
Yes, Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me, but he said he just wanted to have one more.
Ooh. Ever shifted outside work?
The only time I've shifted outside work was with Max. Oh, and here, with Dr. Dekker.
Oh, so she shifted with Dr. Dekker. Oh yeah, she said that. I think. She? Eh. Let's just outright ask her, are the cookies poisoned?
No. What do you think I am? Fine. Don't eat them then. I was just trying to be nice.
You eat a cookie first.
What do you mean? Sorry, I don't understand.
I mean, if she's willing to eat one in front of me, okay, maybe. Did you lie about Max dying?
No, that's right. Shifting does
Oh,
only
that's
work
true.
when someone is near death. But Max is dying. I mean, he didn't die when he was my patient, but he's still ill. Terminal, you know.
Too clever for the game, you know. Don't know if you saw this yet. Here. Oh, no, not that. Tried to copy something else. There we go. You know, sometimes this game, it knows, man. It knows. How could Dekker use the prescription pad?
Maybe he was just winding me up. I don't know. But he said that he could write a prescription and whatever he wrote on it would be true. Like he could write, Ealing can no longer shift. And that would be it. I wouldn't be able to shift anymore.
Okay. So if he told that to all his patients, did you really believe whatever he wrote would be true?
You never met Dr. Dekker. He could make the craziest things sound true. And he showed me some of the notes he'd written. Wait, I think I've got one here.
Why do you have a note with you?
Here. See?
Alright, let's take a look at this evidence. Who's? Oh, from Dekker. Sarah Dekker will die tomorrow and you will help her through it. Interesting. Alright, Claire. Hello.
I'm fine. I killed David.
She did it.
Again.
I told you not to.
He went too far.
Oh no, what did he do? Uh-oh. What? How did David go too far?
David is a monster. Anushka, she's hanging up.
Uh-oh. Maybe I should have told her to kill him. I knew that was going to happen. Why is she hanging up?
David hunted her and hung her up like an animal.
David hunted her?
Doctor, I think I'm going to be sick. I can't talk about this. Let's talk about something else, please. Like my diagnosis.
Why do you want to talk about your diagnosis?
You promised you'd diagnose me as temporarily insane. You can't go back on that now.
Yeah, I can. Wait, is she holding something coming towards me? Wait, what? Wait, what? Looked like she had a blade and she was walking toward... Not sure if that was... Now I kind of want to sit here and wait and see if that's true. How did you kill David?
With an axe. I got him to put his head on the wood block. He didn't really know what he was doing. He trusted me. I cut off his head. When I picked it up, he was smiling. Probably a muscle spasm.
What else can you tell me about Dekker?
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met.
What was Dekker's offer?
Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him. He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
How were you supposed to reanimate him?
He called me on Valentine's night.
Wait, what?
He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
So he knew he was going to die that night then? You know anything about the prescription pad?
I never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
How were you prescribed sleeping pills if you never saw the pad?
It's true. I didn't see the prescription pad. He gave me that prescription for the sleeping tablets just as I was leaving one day. He said it was worth trying them, but I wasn't sold.
Did you write the death threats?
I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write any death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
No one. Just asking questions. Why would Dekker want to kill David?
Yes. Dr. Dekker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover.
What if I don't think you're insane?
Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life? I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it would be fun. For me, at least.
Is that a threat? You think Mariana's framing you?
I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Dekker.
Yeah, but why?
I mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl. I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
It is a big blade. Oh, God. I didn't promise.
Doctor, it's only been a few days since I last murdered my husband. Choose your words carefully. It's a fine thing to accuse me of making this all up when I've just killed the only proof I have.
Yeah, exactly. You killed the proof that you reanimated. That's... I think you were trying to string me along there, girl. Are you threatening me?
No. Threats are usually made without the intention of following them through. This is quite the opposite.
Oh no! How would you kill me? Oh. What? Oh, there's something about David.
With an axe. I got him to put his head.
Smile?
Focus, Doctor.
Where is David's body? That's actually a good question.
I buried him near the lake house. I'm not sure I'll be allowed a second funeral. Besides, it's close enough to visit.
On to the last person. Hello, Bryce.
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. But I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
Well, that's a lot to unpack right there. Why do you think you're doomed?
It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me.
Okay. What did you do with Dekker?
It wanted me to follow it, so I did. It brought me here, Doctor. Here. It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it.
Well, you just said something that made it sound like you did. Did you kill Dekker?
I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
Well, shucks. How did the body disappear?
I know you want to be buried, but it's never the end, is it?
You remember that I said I want
I
to be
have
buried?
a private tool shed at the graveyard. I moved his body in there before the burial, but when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked, and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that?
Maybe someone else moved his body.
If someone else moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
So you don't realize? Dekker's back from the dead.
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected himself.
How would he
Maybe
get out?
he wasn't dead, just sleeping.
Maybe he teleported.
It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker?
That's a good question. Let's say yes, the thing is Dekker.
And so it is. The thing is Dekker, and the thing wants to kill me. Please, tell Jessica I love her.
Wait, what? But he's still here. What? So, now that he's back, how is Jessica?
I waved back at Jessica yesterday, and she smiled. It was bigger than normal. I think we may have made a connection, Doctor. The photos I have of her, I think I'm going to destroy them They're my problem, not hers.
Good man, good man. Are you still stealing
I
things?
teleported back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour. I replaced the painting, so I haven't stolen anything for a long time now.
Good.
Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
Cheeky monkey. Anything about the missing prescription pad?
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
Got a point. Think about the death threats.
Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now.
I don't know. What's been happening in the midnight hour?
I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing. I spied on you, Doctor.
How dare you!
You have a strangeness, don't you?
What? What strangeness?
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker.
Wait, what?
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
I got totes mad. 350 insanity points. Oh. Yes, I'm Dr. Dekker. No, I'm not Dr. Dekker. The house is a perk. Alright, considering that I am going insane, all of you, how would you like me to respond? Should I drive him up the wall? Should I tell him that I am Dr. Dekker? Or should I say, no, it's cool, it's cool. It's just, as part of the residency, I get the house as a perk. Accuse. Oh, geez, I get to accuse someone next. Oh, no. This is the last one. You know what? Since this is the last one, let's have a little bit of fun. Let's do it. Yes, I'm Dr. Dekker.
I thought you were. You've come back to teach us all a lesson, haven't you? To punish us for trying to kill you. No, it can't be you. Prove to me you're Dr. Dekker.
You said a thing was looking at you?
The thing that's following me, it doesn't have a face. I saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Inside its hood is just space. Just a black hole.
You're trying to sleep through the night.
I tried to sleep through my extra hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious.
Why still religious?
When something is chasing you, you start wishing that a higher power could save you. I remember you saying that there aren't enough religions. But I still wish there was only one, and one that I could believe in.
Make your own religion right now that you can believe. You can do it. I believe in you. Believe in the religion of Dekker. I teleport into art gallery.
I suppose I'm becoming lazy.
Okay, well, thank you for that.
I took his body.
I take Dekker's body. Okay. Oh. Why? Burial not enough.
Burial isn't enough for Dr. Dekker because he's evil. I thought if anything, we'd established that in our earlier sessions, Doctor. I had to destroy him properly, not just bury him in the ground.
That is everything. We're on to the accusation portion. Oh goodness, clues. Oh, it's just that, eh? Oh god. Okay, who do I think I murdered? Oh, there's no review section either. Okay, so far I'd have to say it'd have to be Jaya. Because she's the only one who practiced drawing, even though she said she couldn't do it. To do a fake prescription. She would have access to the bottle. She knows there. She said that she went in to get drinks from it. And I think she was jealous about the fact that he was going on the dates with Mariana. I don't think Mariana killed him. She's killing other people, sure. I don't think she killed Dr. Dekker. Nathan and Bryce all seem innocent. Claire's... I think, yeah, she killed someone, but I think she's fine. To be honest, I think it's between Jaya and Ellen. Ellen said that Dekker was going to take away her power. So she took the pad, though. She's the one who took the pad. That's I have to say Jaya.
Doctor, we've had a bad day, haven't we? If you think I'm guilty, then one of your patients must have you just where they want you. I'll forget this indiscretion and go and put the kettle on. And perhaps you can have a lie down or something.
So I did not get in the first guess. Ooh. Okay, so then Elin.
No, you've got it all wrong. I'm not a murderer. I'm a good person. I help people. Why would I want to kill Dr. Dekker?
He's going to take away your power.
Without him, I'd never have started shifting. Anyway, I had the prescription pad just in case, so there was no reason for me to kill him. I'm really shocked you thought it was me.
Damn, there must be Marianne. Because I really don't see Bryce or Nathan having done it.
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker.
Gosh darn it. I got totally runged around the loop then.
You may have thought that because of the money I owed him.
So then it would be Claire.
I wouldn't murder somebody to make a debt disappear.
The debt?
That's not something normal people do, is it? Besides, I was growing on him. I think if we'd have had more time together, he would have seen I am a sound investment. What do you think, Doctor?
Fine, Claire. Because she took out
So
the
after
loan.
all we've been through, you're accusing me? Of what? Murder? Or of not bringing him back to life when I said I would? The last one I'm definitely guilty of. He wanted me to kill him, but I wouldn't. I turned up here on Valentine's night and he was drunk already, as usual. I think he thought the alcohol and pills would take the edge off things, but he was woeful. Have you ever seen a man trying to push a paper spike through himself when he's drunk? I'm not saying any more while your camera's rolling, but know this. Dr. Dekker was more disturbed than any of his patients, and I stopped him. I put my wrongs right.
Huh.
Can you say that, Doctor?
Caught the killer. What about your patients? Oh no. Oh no. Did I screw them up so much? What about me? So my insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Einstein.
She told me that she's killing people, and now I'm stuck in the same day. Can you imagine? Every day she greets me like we're so in love. But I know what she's done. I know what she's going to say to me later in the evening. It's over. I can't be with her. But part of me likes it repeating. It's normal.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Dekker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it, to participate. I feel much better now I know I didn't hurt anyone.
Oh, so she didn't. That's good.
I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
Oh.
It looks like Terry won't be coming back. She hasn't been in for a while, and I thought she just had a bug or something, but from what I've heard, it's not good. Apparently, she's in intensive care, and they can't figure out what's wrong with her.
So she is doing ricin poisoning.
I'm not going to lie. Works much easier without her watching over me. Does that make me a horrible person?
I really hope he can eat.
No!
Ah, you must be the new doctor. And punctual, I see. I like that in a doctor. I think you're going to fit in just great around here. Oh, I forgot. I have a book for you. It's my must-read of all time, and by must-read, I mean you must read it.
EU Psychiatric Assessment Unit.
It's worse than we thought. Dr. Dekker is alive.
Alive?
Your new doctor is Dr. Dekker, but he's learned all the powers of his patients. God knows what he'll turn up looking like next time.
How will I know it's him?
I don't know. Ask him. I'm now thinking, whose body did we take from Henley Church? We possibly incinerated an innocent. Blast Dr. Dekker and his infectious madness.
I did say I was Dr. Dekker. Intriguing. That is the end of the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. I'm curious if you're able to, if there are different endings, and if you're able to actually fix the patients or not. It makes sense if you can't, because if you are Dr. Dekker, you're not trying to, right? I'm a streamer. They're saying thank you to me. Yay! Yeah, no, that'd be back in 2017. I'm a bit late to the party on that. How unfortunate, because it took me 4 tries. Oof. Ouch. Ouch. Rough. Your Steam achievements, yes. 201 hints used. Yeah, I used a lot. Oh wow. 3,000 guesses. How many guesses did I make? I don't know, I made a lot though. But yeah, with how the game was at launch, I can totally see it being easily 2,000, 3,000 guesses made, no problem, just because they didn't have those little click down things. You had to type it all out. Like, oh, that was... Yeah. Well, at least I didn't get an epic justice fail. Or I have been drinking. That's good. I can't imagine doing Hintless Wonder, though. Although I suppose at that point you'd just be not going to a green dot. Oh. It said I had 450, though. How did I not get the Cthulhu? Oh, maybe it was 350, sorry. Ah, well. I liked going insane because having those little things happening and me seeing stuff, that's pretty neat. All right. But that, as they say, is that. And I am going to be heading out for the night now. Perfect timing. Great, great. The next one up is going to be... What was the title of that? Oh no. It's the next one from the same. All right, the shape-shifting detective. That's it. We're going to be going into that one, continuing along the series. I'm excited because we're going to see some familiar faces, I think. Chad have been drawing. Ooh. Hey. Artistic merit is good. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Drawing is good stuff. Bleh. You know what? So is Gone Live. He's been here a few times, and I know he's rated me in the past. Usually he's never live when I'm done. We're going to send everybody over his way there. Playing Yakuza 6, the Song of Life. So something completely different. Anyways, you all have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful night. And we will see you this upcoming Saturday, should be, at our usual time of 7 p.m. Central Standard. We'll see you all then.